It's harder than you would think to find a place to be alone outdoors. Living in the city, I guess. I live in Denver, if you were ever curious. Anyways, I have this thing about wanting to be outdoors when I'm feeling things. I don't like the feeling of being trapped or stuck inside, so I have this tendency that if I want to process intense thought, I like to go outside. Anyways, this whole channel, the whole reason I want to make this is because it's authentic amputee. It's not perfect amputee. It's not beautiful amputee or athlete amputee. It's authentic. And the reason I chose that is because there are a lot of things that I don't feel picture perfect about in regards to being an amputee. It's ugly, it's hairy, it's stinky, it's challenging, there's blood, there's discomfort. It's not a pretty experience. And also it's my life and I love it. This is the life I have. So I wanted to show the good, the bad, the ugly, the authentic experience. And part of this is wanting to be able to talk openly, honestly, authentically. So I have to be honest about something that, although it may seem, perhaps, I'm assuming, that I can talk freely, that I can put together coherent sentences and present myself well and all that stuff on camera, in reality, I have terrible, crippling anxiety when it comes to presenting, public speaking, anything like that. And this is not anxiety in the sense of like grit your teeth and get through it, or go to Toastmasters and it'll be better. Trust me, I've tried. I went to Toastmasters for a long time and tortured myself with that, and it was tough. So I have this terrible anxiety, and I think that it is a screwed up fight or flight. I think. I'm not sure, but there's no apparent logic to it. If I catch myself before the anxiety starts, I can do anything. I have spoken on TV. I've gotten on stage and talked in front of 300 people. I can do anything if I catch myself before the anxiety hits, because this is why it feels like a screwed up fight or flight. It builds irrationally. Like there's no reason for me to have this anxiety, but it will start building up to the point that, let's say this is something that they're like, you're going to speak in 20 minutes. It'll build up to the point that I can't speak English. I have the shakes uncontrollably. I might vomit. I've never vomited, but I'll feel pukey. So it's something I'm deeply, and I know irrationally, but deeply ashamed of, because I feel like I should be able to conquer it. I felt like I should be able to conquer it my whole life. And I'm very much of the mentality. And when I say my whole life, I mean when it started, which was in college. But I'm very much of the mentality that I can get through anything. If it hurts, I can push through. It's totally fine. I do. I really do feel that I can push through any pain and get through anything. But this, I haven't been able to beat. And I've been to therapy. I've done shock attempts to deal with it. And maybe I'll share some of that here. Maybe I'll keep trying to deal with it and share that here. But I wanted to share this and to be open about the fact that I am not perfect. I am very screwed up, just like lots of people. And I'm also very happy and very fulfilled and very unfulfilled. And I want lots from my life, and I'm very satisfied with my life. Like all sorts of dichotomies and all sorts of things that totally contradict themselves. So I plan to be as authentic as I can be here. And this is one of those things that I have this terrible anxiety, and it's messed with my life in a lot of ways. And if you have it too, I'd love to hear about your experiences. And if you have this kind of level of anxiety, then perhaps you know what I mean, that I've had people diminish it and say, suck it up, get over it, all that stuff I said. And rationally, yeah, this is no big deal. And not right now, but maybe later. We'll see how you guys like this video, if anyone watches it. If you are watching it and this is something that you appreciate or is interesting to you, or you want to hear more about it, I hope you share down below, because if it could help someone, I'm definitely willing to share more about this. I didn't find that much help when I first started experiencing this, which was 15 years ago maybe. And it was tough. It almost cost me my college degree, but I got through it. Anyways, no matter what I seem when I'm here sharing things and trying to be eloquent and trying to put together thought in a cohesive sort of way, I do want you to know that these are some of the challenges I have. The reason that this is part of being an amputee, I guess, is that from the bombing, from the experience of trauma, I think the repercussions of that can go far beyond the physical. There is potential damage inside that you just don't know, you don't see. So I don't know where this came from. Maybe I would have had it anyways if I hadn't been blown up. But I think it's fight or flight that's messed up, and that comes at the wrong time when it's not needed. It's like, thank you, fight or flight. You're trying to protect me, but like, really, I don't need you right now. Anyways, please, if you've experienced something like this, public speaking anxiety, performance anxiety, things like that, don't feel alone, and don't let me feel alone. Please share. Let me know that you're there. I am at the point in my life where I've been at the same job for 6 years, almost said 6 weeks, for 6 years, and I know how to deal with things, and I've managed to engineer my life in a way that this doesn't rear its ugly head very often, but I always know it's there. So this is why this comes up now. So I was awarded a grant with the Challenge Athletes Foundation, right? Amazing. They gave me a grant for a running leg, and they've given me a recumbent bike before. So I'm one of their grant recipients, and I've never really had to do much to get this. I just submitted a request, and then they sent me the equipment after I got approved in March. So I represent them. If I wear their clothing and stuff that I bought or stuff that I've received from them, I try to be a good role model and just be happy and engaging and supportive of people, you know what I mean? But I've never really been called on to do anything. And then last week, just a couple of days ago, I got an email saying that someone was interested in having me speaking at a school for young girls about confidence and stuff like that. And my first thought was, oh, I wish I could do that, because my life is not engineered that way. I know I can't. I hate to say I can't, but I would probably go and lose the ability to speak English. And it was like, they wrote in the email, oh, it'll be a 5-minute engagement, and then they'll share your fundraising page, because I'm fundraising for the Challenge Athletes Foundation this year. So I thought about it, and I felt really sad, and then I felt really happy, like what a sweet opportunity. And then I started composing the email in my head where I was going to say, so sorry, I can't do this. And then I realized, oh, this can't be me. This can't be me. I know who this is. They don't want me. And I'll link down below who they wanted. And I knew it. I thought about it. They wanted this woman, amazing kid called Liv Stone. And I'm Liv Lee. And she is a surfer, and she was born with, her hands are functional, but they're very impacted, a congenital birth defect. but she is unstoppable. She's an amazing surfer. She's gorgeous. She's just seems so powerful. Perfect person for this. So I knew that that's who they meant. And then, and then her mom responded to the email and was like, yeah, we'll do it. I'm like, oh. And so I felt this relief because I'm like, oh, well, I don't have to do it because they didn't want me. And then also at the same time, just so crushed at the reminder of another limitation, because being an amputee is already a limitation, right? But the reminder that this thing that I've been fighting so much, this anxiety, reared its ugly head again, this ugly limitation on my life, that if I were to have perhaps had the opportunity to talk to amazing young girls, young children, that I couldn't have done it. And that's so frustrating, so frustrating. And I wanted to share that here. Being an amputee is not my only limitation, and it is a limitation sometimes. I would love to deal with this. I would love to get over it. I've tried for many years. That's not what this video is about. This video is to show you another side of me. And this is one of the beautiful things about YouTube and about being able to be a creator, a content creator, is that I can share with you one-on-one, and not that many people watching now, but there are a couple, and I so appreciate you guys. And I'm not losing the ability to speak English. I'm not shaking uncontrollably. I'm not feeling nauseous. You know, I get this opportunity to create something and then put it out in the world with no limitations, and that feels great. So, thank you for joining me for this today, hanging out. I'm glad that I found this beautiful green space where I feel vaguely a little bit of privacy and in touch with nature, and in touch with you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate life with everything that comes with it. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Wherever you are, I hope you are having the best day that you possibly can. I know I'm certainly trying. Be kind to the people around you. And thanks for hanging out.